So before we get to you being sick, right? You started to have like a rap career, right?
Oh yeah, we skipped all that.
Was that prior to you going to prison
Yeah,
or
prior
before?
went to prison. I skipped all that because, like I said, the rap career, the music thing. I mean, I love it and it's a part of me, but it wasn't a major part of my life. It was a small part, but and honestly, real life was a real part of my shit. You know, I wish the rap shit. I wish I could sit here and say, yeah, I was a rapper and I fucking all these years, but it just.
But you tried to rap.
We tried. So this is right, which I actually skipped this whole part, but if you've seen it, when I got shot. So at 18, before I went to prison and everything, when I got to the hood, at the first year or two, I'm going all out, right? And I get hit. I get shot. I get shot.
You left that out too?
Yeah, I left the part right.
So now we gotta backtrack, okay? So let's backtrack a little bit. So
this is when I got into the hood.
You met the neighbors.
Yeah, now I'm in the hood going all out.
Now you're in the hood. Were you already rapping at that point?
I've always rapped. Like, rapping's been a part of me since a kid. I think I wrote my first rap when I was like 14 years old. And it's just always been something that come natural. It's not, the music shit and the rap shit is something it's like a passion.
Okay.
I mean, it's like a passion.
So you already did it, but you were not taking it serious whatsoever?
No, but I've always been able to rap, but I kept on throwing a Bone Thugs beat, just rap over it. I think it started with me just rapping to the Tupac songs, being able to rap to Bone Thugs songs, and then being able to just hear the beat, smoke some weed, and next thing you know, I'm rapping over this shit. And I'm be able to do it, and I could write a rap. It just became natural.
Okay.
Really became natural.
So then you joined the gang, okay, we're there, and then you get shot.
No, I get hit. And then I get shot. And
how did that happen? Why did you get shot?
Like I said, just active in the city, and
how? Run me through that night. Run me through that day. From the morning to when it happens.
Well, that day, I think it was already a lot going on, and the day was just a kind of regular day. There was already going on, and we were chilling the whole day. And then it comes to the end of the night, and
chilling with who?
Chilling. I'm with my brother, my cousin, right? And probation was hitting in my cousin's pad, so we're staying there. My cousin's at the corner, so we just kind of be back and forth on the block. But at the same time, when we moved back and forth on the block, we had to be careful.
Yeah,
we're going at it. So I remember we posted at my pad for the longest, and we're like, "Fuck it." The probation's hitting this pad, but we waited most of the day. They should be clear now. Let's try to go over there, right?
Yeah.
So when we go over there, we don't want to bring nothing because it's been hot, probation. So we go over there to my cousin's pad. We're chilling there for a while. About 9, 10 o'clock, we know it's hot. We're like, fuck, we don't got nothing on us to try to just hurry up to the pad. We're only fucking half a block away.
Yeah. Yeah, but half a block on a spot that's hot.
Yeah.
It could turn deadly.
Well, it did. It did. So walking back, by the way, there's already tension. So we try to hurry up back. Didn't make it. Literally right before I get to my pad, we get pulled up on. Get banged on.
By the locals?
By the locals. Without saying too much. I bang the hood, and I try to tell them, hurry up, right? These fools, sometimes everybody's active, right? These fools reverse and fucking want to hear it clearer. Bang that shit again. I tell them, my primo, my brother, hey, book it. I already know, book it, fools. And it's crazy because it wasn't too much of it wasn't a coincidence. We were already going at it. We knew them, I knew them, they knew me. It was kind of one of those type of deals. So I tell them to book it, right? My brother goes this way, I try to run to the gate. They get out, I see the fucking strap in his hand, pulling fucking the food starts on.
How far away were you from him?
He's in the street, he pulls up in the car, he's in the street, I'm on the sidewalk.
You're on the sidewalk?
He jumps out the passenger, or the driver.
He jumps out the driver?
Yeah.
2 feet on the ground?
Yep, pull it, yep. And I try to book. I hit, fucking drop.
Where was the first hit?
Oh, I got hit in the back. So I try to book it, right? But I get hit. Literally, you can see it where the spine, basically, right where the spine is, the lower back.
Yeah.
I get hit in the lower back, and I just dropped like a fucking log. And he didn't hit me on the second or third. She hit me on like the fucking first one. Motherfucker aimed. Got my ass.
Yeah.
So dropped my ass and then just kept on loading. And after that shit was done, I remember my cousin.
You got hit once or twice?
I got hit once.
In the lower back.
In the lower back.
Did the bullet move around?
The bullet shot up through my stomach and got stuck in my rib cage.
Okay.
So it's actually still in me to this day.
Yeah.
It sits right on top of my ribs as a reminder. But it shot up to my stomach, so it hit my hit the stomach, grazed the lung, hit my pancreas and the kidney. The pancreas is what almost got my ass because that shit was draining its poison.
Yeah.
So, boom, I get hit, and I just hit the ground, fool. That's when like everything starts getting crazy and shit. Everything's moving around. It's like slow motion. It's like a crazy movie, you know?
Yeah.
A lot going on around you, but you're very calm in your own mind. And you're calm in your own thoughts, but everything's moving.
Yeah.
So, but this is so crazy. Breathing starts getting harder. I remember I had the homies, Mommy Danger's mom came out, had like the neighbors circling. Breathing gets harder. It gets a little critical, right?
Yeah.
Then cops show up and rip my shirt off. Oh, look, you got shot here. They didn't even give a fuck about me. Start looking at the other bullet holes. Shit, you don't want to give them nothing, they don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
So, but I remember the best thing I can hear when the paramedics pull up.
Yeah, that's like Superman
Hearing
pulling up.
yeah, when they hear the paramedics, I'm like, oh shit. But I know I'm still far away from the hospital.
Yeah.
So when the paramedics show up, they put me on my back and lay me straight. Because at the time I'm curled up in a ball. And they're trying to count me, keep my eyes open, but I'm just in my own head and shit, you know? So paramedics get there, lay me out, and that's when the pain kicks in.
Yeah.
And that ride to the hospital was that shit was vicious.
Did you see a white light or a tunnel?
Now I'm still awake the whole time.
Yeah.
So I make it all the way, because in my mind, just stay awake, right? Stay awake. I already know what's going on, stay awake.
Like if you go to sleep, you're gonna
It's
die.
done, yeah. I was so turned out a good thing I stayed awake. So I get all the way to the hospital. They violate you, basically.
Yeah.
They violate you, see if you're breathing internal.
Yep.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you fucking know.
I'm not gonna say nothing, but if you,
You get violated to see if you're breathing internal. Turns out I was bleeding internal. And I remember the last few things, you got to cut you open. We got to cut you open. They wanted my permission. I just turned 18. So they wanted my permission. I gave them, like, just do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. They put that, and next thing I know, I got a tube going up my freaking, got my tube going up there. I'm like, a tube getting shoved up my nose. I'm like, oh crap. So.
Right here too?
Yeah, well that happened after.
Yeah.
So they put that mask on me, right? And as soon as they put that mask on me, I remember I knocked it off. I turned over and I threw up blood and some brown shit.
Oh.
And that was it.
That's it?
I remember.
And then you just woke up?
Woke up a couple days later.
You have to learn how to walk again?
Nah, luckily I didn't. Luckily where I did get shot, I mean, it did my stomach and I missed my spine by inches and stuff, but I mean.
Because sometimes when you get shot.
I mean, you got to get up and walk again, but it's not learning how to walk. You just got to, it's your stomach, so your stomach muscles, it doesn't heal as easily as anything else. So to pull yourself back up out of bed, and they gave me about 3 days, and then I had to get up and walk again. But
what kind of drugs were they giving you?
On the Laden, the heavy IV shit.
The drip, the IV drip.
The IV drip and the.
Now, getting out of the hospital, how did you recover?
It took me like 3 months too. It took me like 3 months to get out the hospital. I was on feeding tubes and everything else, so I couldn't get out the hospital until the feeding tube was out of me.
Which was the side tube?
Because when I woke up with a tube, and a tube.
Yeah.
And then eventually I had another tube and another tube.
Yeah.
So, and it was all because I had draining fluids inside.
So then, okay, they release you from the hospital. You go back home and still recover a little bit more at the house?
Yeah, I'm out of action for like 6 months.
6 months.
I had literally got out of the hospital with tubes still in me, but I'm still trying to push my way. And now I'm like 18, I should 19, but that's also when I get out of the hospital is when I met the homie Snapper.
Yeah, so that's part of your music.
That's when the music shit, that's when I get out, my big homie.
For those that don't know, Snapper from Maglock.
Yeah.
Currently was from High Power Records.
Yeah, shout out Snapper, what's up, fool?